welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars, Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the South Alabama Jaguars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Jaguars will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Fires and picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
To the air on first down. Shakes off the defender. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll try the run. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Lopez to pass. They're trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 30. Running inside the 20. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The offense starts with a short field. inside with the fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Alabama.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Bama, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Kent. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, that play action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Trying to take it back. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he wants it all. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Kennesaw State, 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, going up top. Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Looking for a crease. It's Ashley. They knock him down right there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's got it.
Man, it's tough to play man-to-man on an island out wide. There's so much grass. They can go either way. And the sideline is usually your friend, so you kind of push them towards the sideline. But great throw to fit that corner route in. Pretty nice coverage, too.
He'll keep it himself. He breaks a tackle.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Wide receiver shows motion. To the ground with the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Kennesaw State right back to work. Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by a field goal over Virginia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Lopez wants to fire. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Jaguars! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, South Alabama.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you've got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up success with running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays, down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll go back to the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
On the return, it's Metcalf. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Lopez to pass. Makes his connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Jaguars! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kennesaw State, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some...
He's going up top. Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. looking for a gap. It's Ashley. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Pressure coming. Setting up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down for the tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Field goal is good. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him.
Oh, look out! He's at the 40, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, South Alabama! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, this offense knew coming into this season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Running to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Lopez wants to fire. He caught it. Touchdown, Jaguars! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kennesaw State, 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sims. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. They decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Coming after it. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it first and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. On the option. Now the pitch. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Going up top. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get to it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Big fullback's got it. Running with power.
The ball carried by the fullback. Picks up 4. Second down coming up.
And now on second down for this offense. give to the fullback. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Sticks it in his belly. Powers through the defender.
At the 42-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Brings up third down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Lopez to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama! And the pummeling has started.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Coming out with it, it's Sims. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back, put a good drive together.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. And he knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Of the third quarter. With the score, South Alabama 49, Kennesaw State 10.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Give to the fullback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line. Brings up
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Run it with the fullback.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
They'll go to the fullback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
At the 15-yard line. 4th down coming up.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll try it on the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw me offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. But you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary. The big tight end catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
They keep attacking through the air. The sure hands. It's Kent. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set. First down. The snap sets up the throw. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Kennesaw State has a chance now on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And I think this offense has all been surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Give him 114 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll run it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches